Okay, guys, so today I am doing Greg's hair with the hair milk. This is our famous hair milk, and then I'm going to use the Nordis oil. So this is the Nordis oil. And the Nordis oil is for the scalp, and also, if you notice, it got a herb in there, and which is basil leaf, bay leaf, and you can use it for your scalp, you can use it for your edges, you can use it to lock your hair if you choose to do so. So I'm going to use the Nordis oil to do Greg's palm roll today. So if you want to know how to use OKNZ skin and Suds and skin product, we have a toggler on here where you have to press the button. You just lock, open, and you press the button, and you just spray the roots off the lock and massage the milk, the hair milk, into the roots of the lock. Yeah, my customer's been wearing this hair milk in their hair for for years, and it helps their hair from not breaking or damage throughout the time they're wearing their locks. So today I'm doing Greg's locks, and okay, I'm gonna put on an apron over your clothes because I'm gonna spray them with. So what I do with the hair at the bottom, um, if you're a loctician and you're doing someone's hair and you see they have a lot of hair at the bottom, clean it up because it's best to clean it up. If you don't clean it up, after a period of time, that hair is not going to survive. So it's either going to break or grow all over the place. So when you have time to clean it up, clean it up. One way that I clean up the hair around the edges is to take my lock tool, which is a stitch tool, and I will go in the hair and I pull the strands of the hair into the lock. We have several tools for that. This is just one of our tools that we have, and I have them also in silver. And you just kind of pull that hair through the lock, and the fuzz around it goes away with the tool that you use, and therefore you're cleaning the lock up. If you see strands of hair on your wig while you're cleaning the lock up, just take that tool and get it in. Take the tool, and if you can pull it in, just pull it in, because that's the best thing to do. Now, with this tool, If I was to interlock it here, then I will go in and interlock it here. And if you notice, I only do it the interlock twice because he is wearing traditional locks, and I don't want his traditional locks to be too tight. Cleaning up the back of his hair, get all the loose hair in. Wrap that loose hair in with a tool. And if you're a person who crochets here, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going in and I'm getting the crochet here and I'm actually crocheting it in. And if it's longer, what I will do is go in and out, in and out, and it's right there. And I just go in and out. I put that back in the lock and I crochet it. I'm sorry I don't have a close-up camera so you guys can see this. I will try to get the camera as close as I can. So what I'm doing, I am using the needle to go in to the hair, and I'm crocheting the lock. I know some people probably do it a little bit different, but how I'm doing it, because he have the hair bed that's there, and I don't want him to lose his hair bed, so I'm just putting it in and out throughout his entire lock. I mean, some people use so many different techniques. So you can go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And you stitch it in. And all that loose hair you have is stitched in. Anything that is left out, you just kind of wrap it around and stitch it in so you can have a uniform line. And I can go in with the same tool and I'll interlock one and interlock two. And that's it. Now I can saturate that part of the hair at the roots. And if I need more moisturizer, I spray it again. The hair milk is great moisturizer. and you put your palm into it, not a twist, palm, and you palm roll the hair. You take a hairpin. With his hair, because of the lock size he has, I like to use the double pin. This is the double pin. They got a double hook at the bottom and the single double pin. It's a single hook and it's flat. And then I have this one. Looks like you got like a, you can use it for parts. So I will use the double flat pin. And what I normally do with my apron, I hook his hair to the apron so it will be stable, so I can stabilize the back and then do it that way. So as I go up the lock, if I haven't saturated with the milk as yet, I will take the hair milk and saturate the root. Then I will put a little bit of the Norda's oil on there. Now what I do for the first row, I only do that to stabilize the hair. Now any other pieces of locks that surrounded his locks, you can take any other piece of hair that surrounds his locks, you can take that and wrap around the hair. And it will go into a uniform. And then with the tool, with the same tool, you can go in and hook it there, stabilize it. Now, after you finish that, you hold the hair up to 180 degrees and back down to 90 degrees to 0 degrees. And therefore, you don't have the hair balling up on you because you're keeping it straight. When the hair balls up like this, you can break the customer's roots, and therefore that's why a lot of people complain about thin locks, because your palm roll is not done right. I see, I looked at a lot of videos here on YouTube, and I palm roll in the hair. You hold it at a palm, roll it to 180 degrees, and back down to 90 degrees, then to 0 blunt degrees. Okay? So, and then you take a pin and you straighten it up and you hold it down, because it's very necessary to do so. And as you can see, I don't roll the customer hair more than 2 or 3 rolls, because I don't want his scalp to be real tight and for him to have a headache. Spray the milk, massage it in. The milk is a great condition for the lock. Great, great condition. And then I separate the hair, bring it up to 180, and drop it down to 0. Right now his scalp is kind of stimulating itself because the product that I put in there is making it do that. So if you want to know more about palm rolling, we do basic training here in the Suitland Merlin. Learn how to palm roll your locks or learn how to palm roll someone else's locks. You can also learn how to become a loctician with these procedures. Learn what type of products to use in the customer here and what is good for different texture here. Because what is good for one texture here doesn't mean it's good for all texture here. This is Nicole from Organic Nordaz, a holistic hair salon in the DMV, Suitland, Maryland, Washington, D.C. area.